It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The Blazers secure the opening tip, and we're underway in Portland. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Parker. Hassan Whiteside sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lillard to Whiteside. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Misses the first.
It's all good. It's all good.
No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. To Allen Crabbe. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming, trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Parker to Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Parker. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Nurkic. Finish that. Another shot won't go either. Another follow, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Parker. From long range, his first effort off the mark. To McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum against the Ukrainian Len. To Lillard. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We played one at Moda Center with the Trailblazers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
To Parker. Trae Young. Got toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Shot won't go. To Parker. Beyond the arc for 3. Did enough to bother Jabari Parker. Shot off the mark. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
John Collins, guarded by Nurkic. To Allen Crabbe. Can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
McCollum to the basket, but he's unable to finish. Trae Young to Parker. Trae Young to Parker. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. For 3, had to rush that one, and it's no good. That's a 24-second violation. Lillard to McCollum.
Minutes remaining in the second quarter.
And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
C.J. McCollum has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. To Allen Crabbe. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Nurkic. McCollum to Lillard. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good. To Parker. To Trae Young.
In the second quarter.
5 to shoot for Atlanta. Parker's shot off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Portland has the ball. Lillard, defended by Len. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lillard to McCollum. No, I missed a short one there.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Fires the three. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Blazers in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Trailblazers have themselves a narrow lead. A close margin like this makes for a great game for the fans, but a headache for the coaches. I'm interested to see what kind of adjustments they make in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Missed threes.
This has not been the kind of game to pick up tips on how to shoot three-pointers. Neither of these teams have been able to connect reliably from long range, and the results have often been disastrous.
Player of the half.
Damian Lillard has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards.
Who was cold?
Young hasn't put a single point on the scoreboard. I'm sure he'd like to redeem himself in the second half. But the way things have been going thus far, it's hard to believe it's going to happen for him. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe.
Screen.
Here comes the screen. Parker to the basket, but a shot misses.
You see, Ed, in the first half, he was so efficient. He would catch the ball, turn, make 1 or 2 dribbles right into a shot. No wasted movement. Now, he's playing with the basketball too much. Really hard to find a rhythm, and the defense settles into itself.
Trae Young to Parker. 4-3. And it's a Blazer rebound. To Lillard. McCollum. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
to McCollum. To Lillard. Fires the three. Damian Lillard. Not much more the defense could have done. It's a contested three.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Trae Young. To Allen Crabbe. Parker to Trae Young. 5 on the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's what they brought him in for. Allen Crabbe hits the three.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Lillard to McCollum. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lillard to McCollum. Lillard. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Allen Crabbe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, forcing the miss. To McCollum. C.J. McCollum. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Allen Crabbe. Trae Young to Parker. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
You've got to get that one to go. Long heave from 3/4 court, 3/4 down. The Blazers have the lead. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But, oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they've really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
To Parker. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Parker to Allen Crabbe. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. To Lillard. Has a look. Shot by Nurkic, but it won't fall.
You have to give the defense so much credit here. He absolutely destroyed them in the first half by being able to catch the ball in his operational pockets. What I mean by that, pinch post, three-point line. Now the defense is forcing him to catch the ball way further than what he was used to.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Portland's got it. McCollum to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Parker. Down low for Len. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Lillard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good for Lillard. The Blazers add one more to their total. Hawks have it. Trae Young to Parker. Nice pass to get things going.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
To Nurkic. It's Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
McCollum into the front court. Leads 1. C.J. McCollum. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Parker. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Lillard, he engulfed him that time. Allen Crabbe against the Lehigh product. Parker to Trae Young. The drive, right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Parker. Not that time. And now they'll wrap him up with the intentional foul. That'll be free throws with 16 seconds left.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
First free throw is good. And failed. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Trailblazers who get the victory as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Trailblazers came away with the victory in this one. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Portland Trailblazers. The Hawks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. There wasn't a single player on the team who finished with double figures in scoring. Not a single one. It's pretty hard to win at the NBA level when your offense is that poor.
Game track. Missed threes.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
Damian Lillard gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.